what the red pill, the black pill, the blue pill, all those stupid like ideologies online that say that you've got to be a certain way or else you're screwed when it comes to women, when it comes to dating. The truth is, guys, that if you want a girl to like you, don't get me wrong, there's aspects from all three that are going to help you in some way, right? If you've got good looks, obviously you're going to do better with women. It's a fact. Because the women you look at, you know, a good looking woman, even if she's got no personality, you're still going to like feel somewhat inclined to maybe interact with her a little bit. You know, attraction helps, right? It's psychologically, you know, there's been studies that suggest that the better looking you are, the better you will do in life, just as a rule. So, you know, obviously, there's a lot of truth to that. But what none of these pills, as you were, will admit is that women, at the end of the day, are very emotional creatures. And although you can attract them, although you can increase your attraction for them by, you know, doing all the self-improvement, being better looking, you know, being more charismatic, what you've got to understand is that personality does actually play a huge part in attraction. And the red pill will deny this. They'll say, oh no, you've just got to be, you know, you've just got to have money, status, game, all that stuff. And obviously the black pill will say you've just got to have good looks and, you know, screw those guys. But anyway, personality absolutely matters. Now, if your personality is like really needy, you've got a really like clingy personality, then yeah, it's probably not going to do you much good. But if you're like a really confident guy, you're really secure in yourself, you know, the way you carry yourself is always like, you don't get stressed about anything. You don't like, let's say a woman says something to you that might upset you, or, you know, maybe it's, you know, it might make most people feel a certain way. If she says it to you and you're just like, okay, you just like you don't really react. You just sort of like giggle and sort of move on, go about your day. Act like, you know, it doesn't faze you. That stuff, like, it gets women emotionally hooked. And then if you can do that at the same time while being flirty, while being, you know, teasing her, you know, having a good time, and then just genuinely being like a genuine human being, and, you know, you're able to talk about things like, you know, maybe you can open up to her a little bit. And you can just sort of like have a one-to-one deep conversation with her. That almost drives women crazy. And what it does, it gets them emotionally hooked, because what you're doing there, you're engaging all kinds of different emotions. And this is what the black pill, the blue pill, the red pill don't seem to address. It's the fact that women are emotional creatures. And if you can get a woman emotionally hooked, believe me, right, looks, status, money and game, they become very insignificant. Because let's face it, guys, you've all seen it, right? Or at least I have. I have seen men who don't have jobs, they don't have teeth, you know, they stink, you know, they're not the most attractive guys, they don't have a great dress sense, and yet they've got pretty good looking women that are with them. And I do not know, you know, how is it that these women who could do way better than that want to be with this deadbeat of a guy, right? Obviously, it's because she's emotionally hooked to that guy. And, oh yeah, you want, you know, obviously I'm not saying you don't do the self-improvement stuff, you don't do the looks maxing, you don't make yourself more attractive, but if your personality, if you've got like a good personality, you're quite charismatic, you've got a good frame of mind, you've got an attractive personality, that's gonna do you an absolute service when it comes to dating women, because it's going to get women emotionally hooked. And if you can get a woman emotionally hooked, there's no stopping you, honestly. You see, women's brains don't work the same way that men's do. Men's brains are much more logical, it's much more thought out, the things we do, the way we think about things. Whereas women, they tend to cave to their emotions like 90% of the time, because that's just the way their brains work. And, you know, it's just the way the world is, right? So if you can understand that women follow their emotions, and you can engage all the different kinds of emotions. That's how you get emotionally hooked. If you can do that, you ain't going to have much trouble with women. So don't let the red pill, the blue pill, the black pill dictate how you live your life, because your personality matters. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Bye.